1.
And say good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Market Minutes, brought to you by 3T Academy. I'm your host, Billy, and I'll be taking you through today's top market stories and analysis. Today's show is proudly hosted by Double Bottom Trades, where we'll bring you the latest in trading strategies and techniques. You think as many times I read that I'd get it right, but take 1,199. Oh, man, as we get into this day, I can't believe it's Monday. We're going to get some motivation. We're going to touch on a few topics today, man. We're going to try to make it quick for you guys. So we're going to get some motivation. We're going to touch on the DXY. We're going to touch on the spot price of gold. And we're going to talk a little bit about the mortgage industry and what's going on and what we can kind of expect. Some of the news we really need to look out for is the FDIC talking about the banks this morning. And I believe, was it Morgan or Schwab that bailed them out? We'll get some clarity from
JP Morgan.
Yeah, JP Morgan, man. I was catching the back end of that. Something the team has been talking about for a while, what was going on. There's a lot of things coming up in the market, guys. So best thing to do is not be scared, but be prepared. And the best way to be prepared is with a team of individuals that have a like mind and the same vision. Wow, that came out really good. Clip that. That was good. All right. So let's get this motivation. Lady A, what you got for us today, friend?
All right. Today's motivation for May 1 is it's Monday. Get a new perspective. Whatever obstacle you're facing, it's not permanent.
Ooh, that's facts, man. There is nothing in your life that is permanent. Everything is for a season, a reason, or a lesson, no matter what it is, whether it be people, whether it be hard times, whether it be test and testimony. Nothing lasts forever, man. So all you got to do is just stand in who you are, make good decisions, and be the best possible person you can be. And the bullshit that's coming at you, it will move. But when the shit's coming at you, be thankful for that shit that's coming at you, because the shit that's coming at you means that life's testing you for the blessings that you're about to get. So all those tests and those testimony, all those tears that you're crying at night, they're all worth it, man. Every fucking one of them are worth it. It's going to lead you to some great things. Ooh, I'm feeling it today. Y'all ready? We're going to get into the fear and greed index, man. Let's get into this. All right, let me share my screen before the team yells at me. And just so you know, I do ask them to yell at me because I do forget to share my screen all the time. All right, get into this. Ay. The SPY has been crazy the last couple of days, man. Last week we went from, I think the low was 403.50 something all the way up to 416. It has been a ride, guys, like a crazy ride. Fear and greed. Let me pull this down so we can see y'all's beautiful faces. All right, so fear and greed, man, we're sitting at 61. There's going to be some movement in the market, whether it be up or whether it be down. There's going to be some movement in the market. With the regular stocks, we'll be playing regular stocks, and we're going to be playing option contracts with the SPY. It just depends on what your flavor is. The team's going to be doing a little bit of mix of both. But with the 61 in the market, with it being greedy, there's going to be some movement, man. We got some earnings reports that's out today. If you guys haven't seen it, go into Mighty. I posted it into Mighty. I'll post it at the beginning of every week like Dustin does with the market watch and the news that's coming up. So 61, man, there should be some movement in the market for us. We should be able to make some money today. FinViz, let's see. So we have the Dow up 272 points, the NASDAQ's up 84, and the S&P 500's up 34. You can see we all hit these across the board, hit some tops, right? Looked like it hit a double top on a couple of those, trying to hit that triple top and trying to break through that 416 area. I will say today we got down in pre-market down to 415, VWAP sitting at 415.85. So we'll see what the option contracts say that they're doing, where the puts take over, where the calls take over, and kind of see where this market goes. If we can't crack and hold this 416, it's going to be a good resistance area. We did pull back from the 416 to the 414 Friday and got a really good stable spot, but we're going to see what the market's going to do, man. It's kind of stretched with the banking crisis going on, the political climate going on. This market's doing some crazy stuff that it should not be doing in all intents and purposes. But that's why we got to take profits when we have them. Please, for the love of God, do not play the setup play. Play the breakout play. Play the play once it already breaks out, because when this fucking thing, excuse my language, when this thing breaks out, whether it breaks to the upside or it breaks to the downside, That's where the money's at. It's not in the setup. If you're going to play the setup, you're probably going to get wrecked. And it's just the way the market's been lately. So be very aware of that. And when we go into the TA a little bit later, April will show us some on the DXY. I'll show us some on the SPY. And then, we'll talk a little bit about it. For the ones that have moved, we had Top that was a banger last week. I mean, it just went absolutely nuts. You have Huddy, Megal, TCJH, BAOS, TIRX. If nothing's moving this week or you can't find a play, go back and check these and see what they're doing. I'm scared to death to trade anything that's went up like 2,000%. So Tops is one that I'm kind of scared of. You need to make sure it has a good pullback, find you a trend line somewhere and trade off that trend line somewhere that you have a support, whether you zoom in or zoom out and see what time frame you're on. Will help you understand that. And we'll go over that more as we go through classes and as we become better traders, is understanding time frames and how to zoom in and zoom out to get your trend line and your best entry point. But we're going to see, man. We'll see what the market does today. I do feel like we're going to have a pullback, but I could be totally wrong. We have a nice trend. If we was to throw a line right here and connect these bottoms, that's a beautiful trend. You put a flat top, that's an ascending triangle. So I got a 50-50 shot, man. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. We're going to try to catch the middle in between. And like we say as traders, you can't catch the top and you can't catch the bottom. You just need to catch the meat, man. Don't worry about the bone. Catch the meat. And there's always meat on the way up and on the way down. We just can't be greedy. Greedy is what gets us messed up. Let's go check out Morning Squawk. And I won't hurt Meryl's ears. That shit's so funny. If y'all could only been a part of that meeting when he told me, that was great stuff. And that's why I love him, man, because he keeps it real. That's why I love this whole team, because every one of us keep it real. All right, Monday, May 1st, 2023. Turning the page. I won't kill you. I'm going to read the top two because that's the ones that deal with us. Turning the page. Stocks are coming off a strong April, which gave the Dow's best month since January. May is going to test the positive vibes right now out of the gate. This week brings a ton of corporate earnings. We posted the report, as well as the Federal Reserve's latest decision on interest rates. Wall Street expects the Fed to raise the benchmark rate by a quarter point Wednesday. After that, though, observers expect central bank to ease off rate hikes as the economy continues to absorb the aftershocks of crisis now claimed 3 prominent regional U.S. banks with the seizure of First Republic on Monday. Our economy is whack right now. I know we talk about it all the time. I won't get too far into it. We'll get more into it. JP Morgan scoops up the First Republic. We were just talking about this in the beginning. First Republic on Monday became 3rd prominent U.S. bank to fail within the past 2 months. Regulators seized the ailing regional lender after an absolutely crushing week that started with the revelation that it suffered more withdrawals than expected during the first quarter. What did we say was going to happen? People were going to go try to get their money, man. It doesn't matter what you say. You're not going to stop them, all right? The fear is already there. It's the plan all along. You remember, hey, crypto's a good thing. We're going to save you, blah, blah, blah. Crash it. Hey, we still got money. Everything's good. Crash it. And then what do? You swing the value over. You can't swing the value or change an economy from one to the other without giving you the idea of one. Then you have to crash it. Then you have to crash the other one to swing the value into it to raise the economy to be what it's supposed to be. It's all by design, guys. We won't get into all of that. It's just more banks are going to collapse as we go, guys. Just be aware of that. Get your money right. Get yourself some assets. I don't know what assets you should get. I know my assets, even before crypto at this point in time, I would get physical gold and silver. I can't say it enough. Get you some physical gold and silver. If you don't know where to go, come check out our people, Faye. She'll take care of you 100%. She's in the family. She has businesses and can do wholesale in the United States, Canada, and maybe some other different places. Just reach out to her. Even if you're just trying to get educated and understand, she can put you in touch or in line with someone that can help you. So make sure you get some physical gold, man. Crypto's easy to get. Dorsey rips Musk. That's just a bunch of bullshit. Look this way while this is going on. I don't give a damn about Twitter. Munger has a warning. I don't care about none of that. So that's going to be it for the morning market in minutes. I mean, not morning market in minutes, but the morning squawk. Hope I did well. Miro will tell me. Dustin, are you here, fam? All right.
I am. Yep.
All right. We'll pull up the morning market watch. What do we have to watch out for today, guys?
Well, today there's one that I was researching that would have a decent impact on the market. There's three reports being released today, but the one that stood out the most is the ISM manufacturing report. So what this report does, basically, it's one of the earliest indicators of economic activity, and it's released on the first business day of each month. So a lot of companies and businesses take a look at this ISM manufacturing report. It measures the change in production across the U.S. economy from month to month. So we'll see kind of what happens at that 10 a.m. Eastern report release, but that's the big one today out of the three. And then Tuesday, we have our U.S. job openings report, our factory orders, and then we also have our ADP employment report coming out Wednesday. And then Thursday, as usual, we have our, there it is. Our initial jobless claims report, U.S. trade deficit report, and U.S. productivity report. So that's all we have for today.
Nice. Appreciate it. Every morning you guys can go into Mighty. Dustin's amazing about putting out Market Watch and then just specific things that we kind of look out for. One of the ones that I'm really looking forward to is Jerome Powell's press conference on Wednesday myself. So that's going to be some interesting stuff. So now let's switch it over. Let's just get some spot prices from Faye real quick. What's gold and silver at for now?
Morning, guys. Okay. Spot gold is 1,990.73. Spot silver is $25.45. For my fellow Canadians, spot gold is $2,701.24, and spot silver is $34.52. So I don't have much news for today other than I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with the whole First Republic and JP Morgan FDIC thing. So I'll keep you guys posted. Just to add to what Billy was talking about with buying physical gold and silver in tangible form, it's used as a way to balance out your portfolio. So if you don't have anything physical in your portfolio, this is something that you should look at to kind of save your ass with all the troubling times that are coming. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Thanks, guys.
Good job, fam. Thank you. Big up. Hey, Darren, what we got for mortgages, man? Darren is our mortgage expert. We won't say what company he works for. Let's just say this man's got some serious years in the game. So when he talks about mortgages and what's going on in the industry, please understand mortgages and housing really affects our economy and how things move. And it can kind of be a telltale sign of what's going on. So what you got for us, fam?
So I have a lot of statistics today that have been following, like you said, because the deficit is affecting it, these banks, the bond market. So I'm going to touch on all of it a little bit. We all know May 3rd, as you said, they're going to raise rates, possibly, is what they're saying. Over the last 9 months, they've been up 4.75 to 5%. So they're going to do another quarter, May 3rd. The FOMC is meeting. I want to talk a little bit about our budget. In 1990, the country had a balanced budget. I don't know if you all knew that, but they did. Since that time, debt has surged, man, up to 31 trillion is where it's at to date. Some other statistics that happened with the budget is from January through March, we had 378 billion occur in debt. So that statistical average is up from March of 22. It was at 193 billion. And then a year ago, prior to that, it's up 1.1 trillion. So it's up 65%, from 21 to 22 to 23. It's kind of crazy. Something else that affects things is the bond market. And that's what we watch really to see what rates are going to do. The 10-year Treasury closed last week at 3.63%, and it had a low of 3.5%. And then it finally closed at 3.57%, which is up 6 basis points. The thing that we're really watching right now is it's called the default watch. It's Standard & Poor's credit rating, basically, is what it is. And this is interesting, man. They've issued 85 U.S. corporate downgrades right now on the Standard and Poor credit rating. And this is all stuff we watch to see what is going to happen, 41 of those downgrades came in March alone last month. Well, now it's 2 months ago because today's March 1st. But that's the most since the pandemic started in 2020. The thing that I really find interesting, and I know it's kind of boring, but it's something to follow, but this is what's really going to impact the banks and stuff here coming up. The U.S. has leveraged defaults totaling $12.6 billion this year through March, which is up $4.3 billion from a year ago. Defaults totaled $26.6 billion in 2022, which was up $9.7 billion from 2021. The thing that could really hit us, guys, is that $696 billion of corporate debt is coming due in 2023. And that is a huge marker. Also, we got another $982 billion in corporate debt coming due in 2024. And the thing that I find most interesting, that most of this maturing debt is coming from high yield junk bonds. And that's how the banks are getting in trouble, is because they purchased too many of those junk bonds. So we're just going to have to see what's going to happen. But I think that you're totally correct, man. You need some physical gold and silver in your possession, because we really don't know what's going to happen with the bank situation and the dollar, with the mortgage market coupled. It's just going to be an interesting time to live. So,
hey, well said, bro. That's some serious knowledge. Great facts. Wow. Some of those numbers shocked me. I will say this, man, people get it twisted. I don't understand why people hoard cash. I used to do the same thing in the past.
Right.
You got to think about it. Why diversify? People talk about all the time, well, crypto's manipulated. Well, gold's manipulated. Well, money's manipulated. Anything that is a transfer of back and forth is manipulated of some kind by people who have the majority of it, right? Same thing with diamonds. There's nothing special about diamonds. They just control the flow of it and who gets it. There's diamonds all across the world, but they pay crazy prices for it because they control the flow of it. So when I say diversify, get you some crypto. Get you some gold, have you a little bit of cash on the side. Start getting your money across different sectors. That way, if they do, let's say they're not, I don't think they're going to do one, but let's say they do a gold run and they try to come get all the gold. Then you're stuck with fiat and crypto. Let's say they shut crypto down. Then you're stuck with fiat. If you have it across the board, they can't really do anything to you. Why am I getting a phone call? I'll call them back in a few. So yeah, just diversify, man. Get with your team, So I will say this, okay? We're going through a political climate that we've never seen in our life. I've never seen a presidential election where we didn't have primary debates. Never in my life have I ever seen that. We have a banking collapse that we've never seen. We have the world trying to take us off the world dollar. They're trading oil in something other than what we're doing. We're at an apex. Like we talk about that in trading. We're at an apex in life and you need to be prepared for it. I don't say this to rattle alarms or say the sky is falling. I'm saying this so you can look up, see what's coming and be prepared to move out of the way rather than just looking this way and get smashed by what's going on. This is why I love this team so much, because we help each other, throughout these times. So don't be scared, man. Be prepared. Just have a plan and get with some good people, because it's gonna be a rocky time coming up, y'all. All right, so we're gonna get into the SPY real quick. Before we do that, let's have April. Hey, April, can you show us the DXY before we take a look at the SPY? Now we'll stop sharing my screen. For those watching, I'd like to do the DXY now. April's really good about it. It's the opposite version, the SPY, and usually we can get some good maybe indicators before the market opens to see what the SPY is gonna do. Off of the DXY readings. Move our heads off the GL. There you go, it's all yours.
All righty. So this is the DXY. I have it on the daily today because I wanted to show we have a bullish divergence, which is the indication of potentially which way this DXY is moving. And so I just drew on it just to kind of give you an idea. with the bullish divergence, we are going up in the RSI and up in price. It's not very slanted because the DXY does move slowly. This red line out here is a projected distance that it's going to continue to climb. That means the DXY is going up, which potentially means that the SPY and all indices, crypto, silver, and gold is going to go down for the next, this is an 11-day projection. If this continues to rise, this projection level that I have out here, 11 days, is going to continue to grow on the backside. So that just means it's going to continue day after day, getting further out. This could continue to go up. My feeling is we're probably going to hit this 50 line of the RSI. Then we'll have to reevaluate what's going on in the market, what's going on in the macro, worldwide, basically, what's going on. So slow uptick from 11 days ago. We hit this bottom. This was that 2015 low that I have here. Just slowly coming off that bottom. So that's pretty much what I've been looking at. It's just been climbing. So hopefully it doesn't start spiking, but that's, like I said,
Doing
it's just
crazy
it's
stuff.
very. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say do crazy stuff like the SPY was doing last week.
Yeah. And,
Well done.
and like Billy said, this is an inverse indicator that I've kept an eye on for years. I used to trade the DXY, so it's just one of those inverse indicators that I just keep an eye on, and just let you guys know what's going on.
Well done. And yeah, everyone made a comment last week, and it holds true. Don't rely on one thing. Try to take different indicators and then make a whole decision based on that. Before we get into building our day, I'm going to show the SPY and just kind of what we're seeing, and it's kind of along the same lines as what April was saying. So the SPY, I feel like on the daily, we're kind of overextended across these tops right here that you can see. I do feel, let me zoom this out. Our RSI is a little overextended at 61. You can see we hit some tops across here at about 63 before we started turning. We are kind of stretched out from the 13-day moving average, but it's not really going to tell us anything. We did do a bump and run to the top side. What's really going to tell us is that 416, if it's able to hold out. We came back down and we tested this 414 area as support. Let's go into the minute. So you can see we had our nice run up. You can see we did a fan the other day while we were playing, and then just watch the volume move sideways. As me and Kyle was talking yesterday, I was like, man, it has to go back to this 414 and settle down and get a support. It came all the way down to 414.14, hit a double bottom, you can see, and just took a rise to the top side. But it didn't take a big rise. I mean, it went up to the 416.56. Now it's crossed VWAP. Again, it's going to be a major area if we can drop below this 415. And then if we can get below this trend line, I totally agree with April. Everything says that we should move to the downside for a little bit. And with her data pool and everything, 11 days, sounds about right, man, with the juice that we've been pushing into this thing. Remember, anything that goes up has to come down. It's just when is it going to come down? And can we see any markers that's going to tell us that it's going to come down? If we take this trend to the downside here, from the high of the day, we take a downtrend. That's a pretty significant downtrend. But again, it's not a downtrend to me until we get past these two. I will look to put some puts in if we get down here. Right now, I'm kind of iffy about putting any calls in. What I am going to do is watch the trade option statistic and see what takes in control. Last week, when this thing went nuts, we were on average 300 to 700,000 ahead on the put side, and it made it run to the other side. So it's going to be interesting what we get today and what we see. So we're going to put a plan together, man, and see what we come up with. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. So yeah, man, we just went over the whole market. We went over the SPY, we went over FinViz, the Dow, the NASDAQ. We did gold and silver. We did the mortgage. We've done a little bit of everything. We try to keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on. It's a wild time right now. Remember, if you're a trader and you're out here trying to learn this market, take profits every day. Even $150 a day, times of trading days in a year, man, it's $35,000 to $40,000. You can help change your life with the inflation that's going on and everything else. $30,000 can get you over this bubble, guys, and get you through this headache that we're about to go through. You don't have to be a genius at this. You just have to be consistent and disciplined and take profits when you have them. And trust me, I'm telling you because I need to tell me too. We're all traders. We all have emotions. We all fight the psychology of the market. That's why we do this together. Man, that's a wrap for today's Morning Market in Minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and informative look into the financial markets. Remember to stay up to date with the latest news and analysis by visiting our website at 3T Academy and follow us on social media. A big thank you to our host, Double Bottom Trades, that's you guys, for bringing us the best in trading strategies and techniques, man. Until next time, please, 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 for the love of God, make today your bitch. Own this today. Make it your days and go do whatever it is that you want to do in life. And if you love someone, tell them you love them. Deuces.
Have you gotten wrecked in the crypto market space or watched your crypto portfolio go all the way up and then all the way down without taking profits? If so, it's probably because you didn't have an exit plan. The good news is that doesn't need to happen anymore thanks to a new and innovative crypto tracker called Merlin. It's the smartest way to track your crypto. Merlin brings all your coins into one place so you can see all your assets across the different exchanges on one screen. You can see your total portfolio value and, more importantly, your daily gains, losses, and totals since inception. Merlin puts the power back in your hands so you no longer have to guess what your portfolio is doing on a daily or monthly basis. Most importantly, Merlin lets you create an exit plan and sends you notifications when your targets are reached so you no longer have to get wrecked in the marketplace. Go to merlincrypto.com, that's merlincrypto.com, and sign up for our free 30-day trial and get on the wait list so you can receive an email when the product is launched. Don't miss out on this new and innovative app, Merlin. It's the smartest way to track your crypto.